Yo, what if I told you IKEA, the $50 billion furniture empire we all know for cheap meatballs and maze-like stores, started with one dude's wild idea in a tiny Swedish village? Buckle up, because we're diving into the crazy origins of IKEA's furniture revolution. Hit that subscribe button and let's roll. This is the story of Ingvar Kamprad, a kid with big dreams, a knack for hustling, and a vision that flipped the furniture industry upside down. From selling matches at age 5 to building a global juggernaut, IKEA's history is wilder than you think. Let's break it down. Picture this. It's the 1920s, and we're in Småland, Sweden, a rocky rural region where people are scrappy and resourceful. Enter Ingvar Kamprad, born in 1926, a kid who's basically the definition of hustle. At 5 years old, this dude's already out here selling matches to his neighbors. Matches. He'd buy them in bulk from Stockholm, sling them for a profit, and reinvest the cash. By age 10, he's leveling up, selling Christmas cards, fish, and even pencils. Kids got game. Ingvar wasn't just a random entrepreneur. He had dyslexia, which made school tough, but his brain was wired for business. He'd bike miles to deliver goods, charming customers with his grit. Småland's culture of frugality, use what you got, waste nothing, shaped him. That's the IKEA DNA right there. Keep it cheap, keep it smart. At 17, in 1943, Ingvar's dad rewards his hustle with some cash for good grades. Does he blow it on candy? Nah, he starts IKEA. The name? It's an acronym. Ingvar Kamprad. Elmteryd, his family farm. Agunnaryd, his village. Catchy, right? At first, IKEA's not even about furniture. It's pens, wallets, picture frames, whatever he can sell cheap. But Ingvar's got a secret weapon. Mail order. He's shipping catalogs to rural folks who can't get to big city stores. Genius. Fast forward to the late 1940s. Sweden's economy is bouncing back after World War II, and people want affordable furniture. But here's the problem. Furniture's expensive, heavy, and a pain to transport. Ingvar smells an opportunity. In 1948, IKEA starts selling furniture, simple, locally made stuff. But the real game changer comes in 1953. Ingvar opens his first showroom in Älmhult, Sweden. People can see, touch, and buy. It's a hit. Here's where things get nuts. One day, an IKEA employee, Gillis Lundgren, can't fit a table into a customer's car. So, on a whim, he takes the legs off. Light bulb moment. Ingvar's like, yo, what if we sell furniture that people assemble themselves? This is the birth of flat pack furniture, the IKEA hack that changed everything. By 1956, IKEA's rolling out flat pack designs, shrinking boxes, slashing shipping costs, and passing savings to customers. Why was this such a big deal? Furniture was bulky and pricey. Flat packing meant IKEA could ship more products for less. Plus, customers loved the low prices. Ingvar's motto? A better everyday life for the many. Not just rich folks, everyone. This wasn't just business, it was a mission. But not everyone's thrilled. Swedish furniture makers are pissed. They're like, who's this kid undercutting us? They pressure suppliers to boycott IKEA. Ingvar's response? Straight gangster. He starts sourcing from Poland in the 1960s during the Cold War. Poland's got cheap labor and wood, and Ingvar's not afraid to take risks. This move not only saves IKEA, but also sets up its global supply chain. Savage. By the 1960s, IKEA's ready to level up. In 1963, Ingvar opens a massive store outside Stockholm. It's not just a store, it's an experience. Huge showrooms with fully decorated rooms, a restaurant serving Swedish meatballs, and a warehouse where you grab your flat pack boxes. Customers are shook. They're not just buying furniture, they're living the IKEA lifestyle. The 1970s and 80s are IKEA's glow-up era. Stores spread across Europe like wildfire. Ingvar's obsessed with efficiency. He designs stores like mazes to keep you browsing and buying. Ever wonder why you leave IKEA with a cart full of stuff you didn't plan to get? That's the IKEA effect, baby. Psychologically, you're hooked. Oh, and let's talk about assembly. Some folks hate it, but Ingvar saw it as a win-win. You save money and you feel like a DIY champ when you build that Billy bookcase. Studies even show people value stuff more when they assemble it themselves. Ingvar was playing 4D chess with your brain. Here's the wild part. Ingvar's a billionaire by now, but he's still living like a Smolin farm kid. Dude flies economy, drives a beat-up Volvo, and stays in budget hotels. He's not flexing Rolexes. He's preaching frugality. That's why IKEA's prices stay low. Ingvar walks the talk. The 1980s take IKEA global. The US gets its first store in 1985, and it's a culture shock. Americans are used to big, pre-assembled furniture. Flat pack? Assembly? What's that? But IKEA's prices win them over. By the 2000s, IKEA's in Asia, Australia, the Middle East, everywhere. Today, it's got over 450 stores in 60 countries, pulling in $50 billion a year. Not bad for a kid from Smoland. But it's not all meatballs and rainbows. IKEA's had its share of drama. In the 1990s, reports surfaced that some suppliers used child labor. Ingvar's horrified and cracks down, setting strict ethical standards. Then there's the 2013 horse meat scandal. Yep, some IKEA meatballs in Europe had horse meat. Gross. IKEA pulls them fast and tightens supply chain checks. And let's not forget Ingvar's past. In the 1990s, old letters reveal he was briefly involved with a pro-Nazi group as a teen in the 1940s. He calls it his biggest mistake, apologizes publicly, and spends years making amends. Transparency and action help IKEA weather these storms. IKEA's not perfect, but it's learned from its L's. Today, it's pushing sustainability hard. Think recycled materials, solar-powered stores, and a goal to be climate positive by 2030. Ingvar's vision of better everyday life now includes the planet. Ingvar stepped down as chairman in 2013 and passed away in 2018 at 91. But his legacy? It's everywhere. IKEA's still privately owned, controlled by a foundation he set up to keep his vision alive. No Wall Street suits calling the shots. Ingvar made sure of that. The company's still innovating, from AR apps to design your room to urban mini-stores for city folks. IKEA's secret sauce? It's not just cheap furniture. It's the idea that good design and a better life should be for everyone, not just the elite. Ingvar's Smoland roots, frugality, grit, and ingenuity, are baked into every $5 lamp and $99 couch. He didn't just build a company, he built a movement. And let's talk about the culture IKEA created. From TikTok IKEA hacks to memes about getting lost in their stores, IKEA's a vibe. It's not just furniture, it's a shared experience. You've probably got an IKEA story. What's yours? Drop it in the comments. So there you have it, the crazy origins of IKEA's furniture empire. From a kid selling matches to a global giant, Ingvar Kamprad's story proves one thing: big dreams and relentless hustle can change the world. What's your favorite IKEA purchase? Share below, smash that like button, and subscribe for more wild business stories. Until next time, keep hustling.